What's up, YouTube? And I am back. And I know I haven't really been putting out many thoughts of the day lately. And it's mostly because I really haven't had anything thoughtful to talk about. Like I said, I'm going to try to avoid politics, and I could get into politics all day and how stuff is working and with different administrations and stuff like that, but I don't want to, so I won't. I mean, there's been a couple of situations where I have posted my thoughts and feelings on certain situations, and just because it's not left wing or right wing or upside down wing or turkey wing or chicken wing or flying spaghetti monster wing or whatever, it has nothing to do with any of that. It has to do with what is really going on with everybody in general, and that's another story for another day that I'll get into maybe sometime this week. Um, Today, actually, I'm going to talk about something that I've been dabbling in, and I'm brand new to it, so don't quote me on any type of situations or shares or prices or how it works or anything like that, because I can't really tell you. So, a couple years ago, there was this item that was founded, and it was called Bitcoin. And we all know Bitcoin now because a couple years later, it hit a $1,200 milestone, and then it's dropped down to like 900, and it's been hovering around that $700 to $900 range since. And people still have no idea what it is. And those that do are like, well, what's the next one? And there was Litecoin that was founded, and that's been hovering around the $20 range. And there's another one out there that's ridiculously expensive that I never even heard of, which is actually kind of surprising because you figure at this range you would have heard about it. It's worth 305 Bitcoins right now. So you multiply that times 1,000. You're looking at a $305,000 coin called 42 coin. Don't ask. You can go look it up yourself. If you want to buy one using your Bitcoins, it's going to cost you 305 of them. The difference between Bitcoin and 42 coin is Bitcoin is usable worldwide. Like people are actually accepting Bitcoin. 42 coin, not so much. So you have to do some sales and stuff like that, but you'll be fine. Whatever. You can sell your 42 coin for Bitcoin and you'll be just fine. You're not losing out on anything. So in the last months, you all heard the Jamaican bobsled team made it qualified for the Olympics, to win the Olympics. Congratulations, Jamaican bobsled team. Cool Runnings. Anybody remember the movie? Supposedly they qualified 4 years ago, but they just didn't have the finances to go. Almost happened this year too. Well, people finally got word of it. The internet's bigger. Twitter, Reddit, Facebook is all blown up. Google Plus. We hear about a lot more things now than we did 4 years ago, because they're more popular. Twitter used to be like a little small thing that only nerds used. Reddit's the same way, just a little bit bigger, but still just mostly nerds use. Google Plus didn't exist, and Facebook was mostly teenagers who didn't care about the Olympics. Now you have Facebook's adults that kind of care about the Olympics. So now what? What does that have to do with this cryptocurrency stuff and Bitcoin and everything else? Well, there was a new one introduced called Dogecoin, or Dogecoin, I think is what it's called. I think it's Dogecoin. So this should be pronounced. Anyway, I go Doggy Coin because it just sounds, but it's Doge. It's based upon something. I don't remember. Whatever. You can go Google it. I don't really care right now. That's not why I'm here to talk about. So I'm actually here to talk about cryptocurrency. And you would ask why? Why would I care about cryptocurrency? Well, what is the next Bitcoin? What is the next Litecoin? What's the next 42 coin? What's the next cryptocurrency to come out that you get a million of, and then all of a sudden you can retire at the age of 25 because you have one step up above everybody else? Think about this. How nice would it be to take a coin to a foreign country and knowing that you can cash that coin or use that coin without having to worry about conversions. So let's think about this. We're talking something that right now is actually like Bitcoin, for example. It's actually, people can wrap their mind around it as a universal currency that people in other countries are accepting. You got Bitcoin ATMs. Bitcoins are accepted anywhere almost anymore. You can go to Amazon, different websites, and pay for stuff in Bitcoins. Let's wrap our heads around this for a minute. So we all know the dollar's been unstable, very unstable. Other countries rely upon the stability of our dollar. Some countries don't, but most countries really do, especially when their money's worth a lot less than ours. But how nice would it be to have a currency that doesn't rely upon the dollar, doesn't rely upon the government, doesn't rely upon the federal institutions behind it. We don't have to worry about how much gold is compared to the dollar. We're worried about peer-to-peer trading. It sounds odd. It's a different world. It's a different thing. Something that's been interesting to me. Now, do I think it's going to be something that's going to be accepted by everybody? No, it's definitely not. Because of the fact that right now you have to have a concept of a computer and the internal workings of a computer and files and batch files and stuff like that to kind of wrap your head around. Can you go out and buy them? Yes, kind of. You gotta buy a Bitcoin, no problem. But you have to buy Bitcoins to convert to other cryptocurrencies, which is kind of interesting. So, and that makes it easy for you. You can go spend $900 on a Bitcoin and convert to something else and hope that goes up. So your $900 becomes $2,700 if your other coin multiplies times 3, and now your $900 is now $2,700. And that's what happened with Bitcoin, Litecoin. That people bought these things at fractions of what they're worth now. You can go look on Google, YouTube, all this stuff. You'll see stories of people that bought Bitcoin for $15 and turned around and sold them for $1,200. Bought Litecoins for about a penny and sold them for $40 a piece. You can go find these stories, and they do exist. I'm not just making this stuff off the top of my head. They exist. They really are out there. So why am I talking about this? Because this could be the current generation's form of the stock market boom. You know what you're doing with a computer. You know how to do this stuff. You want to build your own computer. You want to do stuff like this. You have the technology to do it, and you have to. Now's the time that you can actually get into something that could make you potentially some money. Will we have another Litecoin and Bitcoin? I don't know. I don't have a clue. Will we have a universal currency one day? I think we will. And the reason is technology, in the technology era that we're in right now. I think one day you're going to be able to go to a foreign country, take your cryptocurrency, and go spend it. You'll take your phone and go, okay, scan my phone, and pay for items. Doesn't matter if you're in a first world country or a third world country, you'll be able to do it. I personally just find this concept interesting. So, back to the topic. I've been messing around with Dogecoin. I've been mining, trading, trying to trade, trying to figure out how to buy, figuring out what's going on with it. So we know they've put $30,000 into the Jamaican bobsled team to help them go to the Olympics. So they are going, Jamaican bobsled team's going to the Olympics. Based upon me and you that funded, some fundraisers and Dogecoin. Now, man, if they do good in the Olympics, do I expect Dogecoin to go up? Probably. Will it go up to a penny? I couldn't tell you. It may never hit over 1/100th of a penny. So think about it. You're going to take a penny, you're cutting 100 pieces, and you may get one piece of that 100 pieces back. Have I been messing with it? Yes. Have I been messing with Dogecoin? Are there better things to probably for me to mess with? Probably, but Dogecoin's the newest one and probably the easiest one to get your feet wet into. I have enjoyed Reddit learning about this stuff. I have enjoyed YouTube learning about this stuff. I have enjoyed Google learning about this stuff. I personally have never been more excited to learn about something in my life. Like, there's things like computers. I need to build a computer. I was interested, but I'm like super excited about everything. But this is something different, something new, something that I'm willing to talk to you guys about. Do I have the answers about cryptocurrency? Don't ask me. But if you have questions, go to Reddit, go to Google, go to YouTube, and look up your questions and find the answers that you have about cryptocurrency. Does any of it really make sense on why Bitcoin was worth $1,200? Not really, to be honest. Does any of it really make sense that why Litecoin was worth $40 at one time? Not really. Only thing I can come up to is you have a supply and you have a demand. When the demand's higher than supply, stuff goes up. When the supply is higher than demand, prices go down. And I think what happened is demand was higher than the supply because it was a new interesting fact was Bitcoin and Litecoin, and stuff switched. And now it was, instead of being supply higher than demand, it became demand higher than supply. And nerds and geeks and wizards and warlords and stuff like that got into it and were interested in it. People with money and financial backers and stuff like that got into it. It just became a big blow up, and the bubble hit. And on Bitcoin, Bitcoin became the one that people decided to use because it was the most abundant at the time. And it was the most accepted. So, Bitcoin became the winner. I remember when Bitcoin came out, and I was one skeptic to go, 20 cents maybe max of Bitcoin. Then it's $20, and I know my computer power, and I know I couldn't handle doing this stuff. And I looked it up, and went, I don't know if I'd ever get into it. And unfortunately, I was probably wrong. Then it went to 100. Then it went to 12. The next thing I know, I just ignored it for a while. And the next thing I heard was like $1,200. So whatever. You live, you learn. There's a lot of us out there that want something in life, but we have to work for it. And usually working costs you money. If that means you have to buy a new pair of shoes for work, slacks, dress, you usually have to spend a little bit of money. This may be a way for you to earn a little bit of money, but you have to do it from home, and you have to be able to put the money into a computer. Is it profitable right now for the altcoins, as we're going to call them? Not right now. One day, will one of these altcoins be profitable? Who knows? There's risk involved, like anything. You could fry your motherboard, fry your processor, fry your graphics card, and you may have to go buy, if you don't know what you're doing, you may have to go buy a graphics card every week. Do you have $500-600 to dump on a graphics card every week? I don't. I'm pretty sure you do. And graphics card is one of those items that usually are hard to return once you open them and use them. It's kind of like CDs and DVDs. And it depends on where you buy them from and whose return policy they have. But sometimes the companies can be a little, no. So, if you're interested in cryptocurrency, I recommend you going to Reddit, looking up information on Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dogecoin, Potcoin, Meowcoin, Catcoin, whatever coin you want to potentially find interested in. And just go read, educate yourself, try to wrap your mind around it. If you don't educate yourself on this stuff, you may end up at the bottom. I've spent 3 days educating myself on this stuff. Do I still have a clue on what's going on as far as wrapping my head around everything? Not really. There's a lot of information to take in. A whole lot of information to take in. So, if you want to join the cryptocurrency party, you want to join any of these parties, spend the time, educate yourself, and learn about it. Because if you don't, you're going to be at the bottom of the pile. And you don't want to be there when the next big one hits. You want to be the one that gets on top, gets the head start. So when that next Bitcoin comes out, if it ever does, and you have 10,000 of these that sell for $1,000 a piece, you can pop them off and then never have to worry about money again. Is this about money? No. Is it about fun and the community and learning something new, something different that none of us has really probably ever experienced before? Actually, yeah, that's Why do I continue working in Dogecoin? Why do I continue doing what I do in Dogecoin? Why do I keep mining for something that's not even worth a freaking penny? Because I've enjoyed doing it. I've enjoyed the community that's behind it. I've enjoyed learning. It's a good way to get my feet wet. So my thought today is cryptocurrency. The pros, the cons, and bringing it all together. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy listening to me babble. If you have any questions about anything with cryptocurrency, I will point you to Reddit. I will point you to YouTube. I will point you to Google. I will point you to wherever I can find information. And if you ask me a question, I will see if I can find an answer for you and get you a link to put you in the right direction. I don't have the answers. I'm not going to claim to have the answers, but I would like to help you find the answers. I have questions myself, which I would love to figure out answers to. And I haven't really asked a lot of questions because I kind of want to learn them. So I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you taking the time to 16 minutes out of your day to listen to me babble about cryptocurrency. It's a fun journey, and I hope you guys that are doing it are enjoying it, and I hope you guys that aren't doing it maybe spend a little bit of time in educating yourself. It may not be for you. It may not be something you want to do. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Take it easy. Peace.